slicing!
What are you doing here, Renaix?
Ulan, the king of Vignamri, wants to establish a trade agreement. And
This sounds like something he would do. All of that, in hope of breeding new life into him.
Hikmet's emissary will only sign if their merchants can move.
I am not like him. I, the Renaix, cannot be trusted. They
The Donea Exregao I have met were fearless. And yet you were running away by refusing to negotiate.
Not I cannot refuse the fine. I will meet U. Tell them to find me at Lambristel.
I will tell them right away.
You really know how to talk to people. I never thought you would be able to convince Mordun. His anger towards the Renaigse is so strong.
Mordoon is willing to meet you at Lanristel to sign a peace treaty.
You really are an accomplished negotiator and...
I knew you would succeed.
Do you know where this place is?
Of course. In our language, Lanristel, it is a sacred place. One whose...
In that case, we should go there.
Yes, come back to see me soon. And if luck is on our side...
Ulan is acting strangely.
We should go to Lanristel to make sure we're not...
And if we want to see this encounter, we should... go and rescue her.
Adloredar, thank you for coming. You saved me. That accursed Ulan. I should have known he would betray us both. My men are dead, and now I am injured. He achieved exactly what he wanted in the end. I will have to join another clan if I do not want my whole village to suffer the consequences of my defeat.
I'm sorry, Mordoon. I really am.
You were deceived, just like I was. Sometimes, among the stones, there can be snakes. Farewell, on Almanawi. And do not let yourself...
Traitor. This meeting was meant to establish peace, and yet you have exclusively sent armed men.
Mordoon was a Danea ex-Regao. He would have never he would have endlessly attacked our merchants, and we had to protect ourselves if we were to make these exchanges.
By lying and
I
manipulating.
am sorry, but I understand your anger. But keep you are now a Karans of Ignamri. And shoot anything else.
Nothing. I must... What's happening here, soldier?
These islanders want to enter a plot of land that belongs to the...
They are denying...
We must heal it. Otherwise, this land will die.
I am sorry, but we cannot...
But we only want to plant some new...
These people are fanatics, Your Excellency, and I'm willing to bet that...
You are killing the earth. So it kills...
Shut it, you savage!
I am de Ssd. I'm the legate. You said that some woodcutters died.
Aye, they fell sick and died. Well, the camp doctor will be able to tell you more about it. You'll find him in the...
Thank you, soldier.
Please, Your Excellency, you may come in.
Hello, Doctor. I'm the legate, and a soldier told me that several woodcutters died recently.
Yes. They got sick, yes. I couldn't do anything except watch them writhing in... If seeing corpses doesn't bother you, you can come. I hope that whatever killed them is not contagious.
These poor woodcutters look like they've suffered. This one has a swollen tongue. Blood at the corners of the mouth. There are some peculiar red patches on the bodies. His eyes are bloodshot. This man choked to death. A strong smell of ammonia. The entrails must have been perforated.
We do not want to shed blood. We want to give life back to the earth.
Do you not understand that these woods are sacred?
So, what do you think? Do you recognize their disease?
They didn't die of disease. They were poisoned. There's no doubt about it.
You're probably right. But I've heard these savages talking so much about curses, so I thought it must be a mysterious disease, rather than seeing what was before my eyes. But how could these three men be poisoned?
I'm not sure. Do their symptoms not point to anything?
No, I've never...
Have you noticed anyone unusual here?
Unusual? No.
You don't seem completely sure of yourself. Nobody could have just slipped in.
No, I assure you. The last ones to pass by here were the hunters who delivered us game 2 days ago.
Hunters?
Natives who bring us game regularly in exchange for knickknacks. But they've been restocking us for months. I struggle to believe that they're involved.
Well, let's see what they have to say. Where can I find them?
They usually hunt on the edge of the wood that leads to this camp.
Do not force us to use our weapons. We do not want to shed blood. We want to give life back to the earth.
Oi! This is our prey, Renaigse. How can we earn our reward if you hunt our prey?
We were looking for you.
Us? What do you want from us?
3 woodcutters were poisoned yesterday after eating what you brought them.
Poisoned? I swear we are not responsible for this.
Listen, all the clues lead to you, but it may simply have been an accident. How about you tell me exactly what happened?
It wasn't really an accident, but we did not want to kill them either.
Then tell me how it happened.
We did not decide to do this. We were trading beautiful things with the camp. But the elder said that we would be traitors to our clan if we let the woodcutters cut down all the trees.
Which elder?
One of the old men from Vigigidor, our village. He is very angry because we cannot heal the glade. He gave us the meat of an andrig killed by a venomous Dosentats. Its flesh is perfectly edible when prepared with certain berries, but without them, eating it would be lethal. And since the Renaigse invaded our forest, these berries are nowhere to be found. He wanted it to be a lesson for them, so that they may understand that their destruction...
I will not hold you responsible, but from now on you will no longer bring meat to this camp. You were the instruments of a hateful, and I'm under the impression that there will be even more...
The Vegigido elder thought it best to take vengeance into his own hands. I understand his anger, but Dunkus would not approve of this. He would say that bloodshed only leads to more bloodshed, and he wouldn't be wrong.
This whole thing could turn into an open war. We cannot let that happen. Sir de Cosillon will be able to give some advice on how to solve this property conflict without violence. Minister.
How may I?
That'll be all.
Goodbye.
Cousin! You have returned to me.
You don't appear to be in top form.
No, nothing to bring me nightmares as of yet. I'm blaming it on the... Now, tell me what adventures you've been up to. If you only...
We were not able, alas, to stop the clash between the forces of the Alliance and Siora's clan. We arrived at the village and battlefield too late. The Queen fell.
I'm extremely sorry for your loss, Princess.
Thank you. My sister survived, fortunately, and we are recovering from this tragedy together. But our clan was extremely weakened by this battle and by recent events.
We shall keep a close eye on the Bridge Alliance and their undertakings. Rest assured.
You should know that the battle took place in the middle of ancient... We discovered a fresco that I am certain was crafted by...
Really? And how ancient are these ruins?
They date much farther back than their arrival would explain. My mother and my grandmother...
Siora told me of a legend that spoke of them. About a people...
Do you think it was the Nauts?
It is not our custom to found a landlocked settlement. We have our islands, and it is enough for us.
If they are ancient, perhaps your people once practiced older customs. This story is troubling, but it reminds me of something that I once read in the... You should go and find her. Perhaps she...
Very well.
Anything else?
Any news of your parents?
No. With the time it takes to travel to the continent, it's not surprising. My father's next letter will certainly be full of... As for my mother, she's probably too...
Any news of your parents?
No, my father... As for my... She's
I'm going to leave now.
Look out for yourself.
Professeur de Corsillon,
The Ssd, my young student.
the mission you entrusted me with has made great progress.
Very well. Let's see. Good. You have traveled great distances. And keep doing what you're... Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
The mission you...
Very good. Keep doing... Can your...
I found no traces of Professor Serafedin yet.
That's most regrettable. But keep looking for him, will you? Can your old professor still prove himself?
I've come to find you because I received a complaint from the native. They want to be able to access a clearing exploited by our woodcutters. But our men there say that it belongs to them and are refusing to let the native... The site was supposedly ceded to them several months ago. But tensions are... If we don't intervene, we're heading for...
It is very regrettable. And according to what you have told me, if ever there was a contract, you should go to the archives and verify. And of course, I'll be delighted.
Thank you, Professor.
Can your old professor still prove himself useful?
What do you know about Lady...
Laurine de Morange is a...
In that case, why did the prince strip her?
For allowing someone so brilliant to govern a distant city for too long, she may eventually have... What's more, the prince was looking for a position where your cousin could learn his responsibilities.
What can you tell me about the congregation's status?
Well, thanks to Lady Morange's excellent... Our young city is expanding, new villages and unlike our neighbors, we have managed to develop... I hope that our new governor will continue...
Looking forward to seeing... It's blocked. Good day, Lady Morange.
Of course, Lady. I hope that you and your cousin have grown to like it, but I have little reason to believe you have paid me. Can I be of service?
What do you know about the ruins found to the northwest of here?
The site that the natives called...
That is not how we pronounce it, but...
Your language is difficult to master. I had countless questions about the place when our explorers and scouts first brought back sketches. Intrigued, I went... It is certain that they bear a striking resemblance. Too old to have been recently built by the... I even questioned the natives, but they only spoke of a... My first thoughts went to the Nauts, but... They're not. There are other ruins on a cliff to the east of here. I hoped to organize an expedition. We explored mines at the bottom of the cliff, but we were not able... If the mystery of these ruins intrigues you as much... Can I help you with any other...
I need you to enlighten me about the property deed of a glade near Vigigador. The natives want to access this place, which according to them is... But some of our men there are using this deed to deny them... Tensions are running high, and some people...
Yes, there was a time when we enacted a lot of contracts.
Yes. Here.
This cession agreement is only signed with a cross on the native side. Well, writing is foreign to them. As is the notion of land ownership. For them, the earth only belongs to itself.
If they did not possess these lands, how did they cede them?
I doubt they knew what this agreement...
In that case, why make them sign it?
When we arrived on the island, we had to ensure our access to certain commodities. We also had to make sure that we had legal ownership of the lands we were occupying. The natives dreamed of possessing some baubles that they didn't know how to craft. It was easy to make them sign agreements that they didn't understand by giving them some. I was a stranger to their philosophy then. I only thought about my city.
I'm sure we can fix this mistake.
I hope so, Your Excellency. Come, let's Can I help you with any other matter? It's a new city whose construction... When I arrived 5 years ago, there was just a port of businesses, the barracks of the guard. To see how impressive it is today, of course, with such expanse, all kinds of... But I'm very proud of it, in spite of everything.
What do you know about...
Much less than I would like. Its soils are full of... With regard to the islanders, protect their land fiercely. When you see what we have done with our own...
You seem...
As a matter of fact, I find their culture fascinating, but I can't say... They are quite secretive and protect their cult, and I know that they're sages. They have very strong links with nature, and I could talk about them for hours, but you will learn more.
What can you tell me about...
We play a difficult role. Caught between these, the smallest action could tip... If I may offer some advice, be...
My lady...
Sir de Corsilion, it's always a pleasure.
Madame, I expect you've come to see me about this regrettable problem.
Indeed. And I think I may have a solution that will allow us to solve...
I'm listening.
I must admit that I established this at a time when the culture and the mentality of the native... The clan of this village was rather open to our presence. For this reason, I think we should allow them... In doing so, we would appease the... And we would also retain... We would even benefit from such an agreement if the natives reforest.
I find this decision perfectly viable, and their comrades will seek vengeance if the...
I am convinced that Dunkus, the chief of this clan...
I understand. But I will only write a decree allowing people to go...
Thank you, Master.
Up there. This is D3. The ruins Lady Morange told us about. But I do not know how to get there. The path collapsed.
Some of the tunnels in the mine may lead to it. We should go there.
Lady Morange said the ruins would be around here. She must have been talking about the Greed.
Good grief. These are some manual. Here's the entrance to the mine. It may be...
Good day. What can you tell me about? You aren't the first to ask me about. I've nothing to tell you. There must have been a path once. It's certainly the iron ore. Do you need anything? Tell me about the mine. It wasn't us that first dug them. It takes little effort. Seeing as how but the time will...
A gate. We must find out how to open it. It worked. We can resume our journey. Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
No magic left. Drink a potion.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Finally, here we are. These are the ruins that Lady Lorene spoke to us about.
And she was right. These do not resemble native constructions at all.
Explore the area. Something may give away the identity of the architects. This seal. I know the insignia, even if it has become...
What you're seeing...
This is the ancient coat of arms of Serene. Let's continue to dig.
You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
This journal confirms what we... A continental nation had once attempted to colonize the island with the help from what I was able to decipher. Few of them. The major part of the journal has faded. I don't think we will learn, and no possible doubt remains. The people from the sea who built these ruins and confronted them...
It's difficult to admit. And to think that I turn to you. I do not judge you guilty of the crimes of your ancestors.
I know this will not help our relation...
Goes to show that times change. So you're going to have to pay me more for protection. If it comes out, there will be those who...
This must be the reason they kept us in the dark. Constantine is going to...